Once more, the folk of Horndon-on-the-Hill and the surrounding villages gather together to celebrate the annual Feast and Fayre. This year, the theme is King Arthur.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Let's have a cheer.
There we go. Very good.
Stephen, would you like to say a few words? Have you seen his nail scissors?
Thank you very much indeed, Graham. Good morning, everyone. I apologise for weather. It's bound to be my fault somewhere along the line.
My fault.
I only want to say three very brief things. Firstly, thank you to everyone who is taking part in the Feast and Fayre this weekend. All the stallholders, the organisations, the charities, the musicians, the runners tomorrow. Because without your input, it wouldn't be the event that it is. The second thing I want to say is a big thank you to all of you for coming out on a slightly dodgy Saturday morning, but to be here at the beginning of the event. It's very disheartening for the organisers if people don't turn up and support all the efforts that they have put in. So a huge big thank you to all of you for your efforts and fortitude. And finally, the biggest thanks, of course, I think needs to go to the organisers of this. It's a mammoth task to put something like this together, to pull all the various different groups together and to get them here all on the same day, ready to entertain you and provide you with a lot of fun over the next 2 days. And they often get unrecognised, so I think we could just give them a huge round of applause to everyone who has made today possible. The Horndon Feast and Fayre is part of Thurrock's tradition now. It's one of the static events in our annual calendar, and it's a marvellous event. But its heritage goes back nearly 800 years. In 1215, Horndon was granted a charter by King John to celebrate on an annual basis everything that was good about the area, which means that next year will be the 800th anniversary of the charter, and that will coincide with the 800th anniversary of the Magna Carta, the signing of the Magna Carta, which has defined democracy, not only in this country over the last 800 years, but around the world. So it's actually a momentous occasion, and I hope that next year, when we are back here celebrating 800 years, you'll all be here, I'll be here, and we can have a real humdinger of a party. Thank you again for inviting me to say a few words. Have a great day. I hope the weather clears up. Enjoy yourselves, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well, a bit of rain's never stopped me, as you all know, and as usual, my dear MP has stolen my thunder and said all the things I wanted to say, except, you know, it's so nice to be standing in the village exactly where all the ancient buildings are and all the history is, and I just hope that the sun shines on the righteous, and I'm sure it will be an absolutely brilliant event. And thank you all as well for those who've dressed up. You know, enough said. Right, okay, and I wish everyone luck for today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right. Sue and Brian, of course, are both our local councillors for the Orsa Award. Brian.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, children, Normans and others. I'd just like to say that it's a lovely event. It's something that we have been to several times before, but I'm not as a councillor with my wife, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to put the handbag down today, because sometimes when I've got a microphone in front of me, I don't put it with me. But I wish you all the best for the couple of days, and I hope that the weather improves slightly so that we can all enjoy ourselves. Thank you very much.
Now, before we on, we're going to have the poetry reading and the competition.
Many centuries ago, there was a noble knight who had a child, but through his lack of parenting, he gave him to a wizard, Merlin. Merlin gave the boy to Sir Ector for proper caring. The boy was Christian as Arthur. When King Arthur died, there was no heir to the throne. They almost tore the country apart about who should be king, until the heavens brought down the sword and the stone, and it said, whoever pulled the sword from the stone will be the rightful king of England. Thus many knights and men lined up to see who could pull the sword from the stone, but no man or knight could pull the sword. One ordinary day, or so we thought, Sir Ector went jousting with Arthur. Sir Ector said to Arthur, "Where's my sword?" "In the chest, I'll go fetch it." Arthur wandered into town. "I'll just pull that sword out of the stone," he said. So, without a struggle, he pulled the sword and gave it to Sir Ector. Sir Ector grabbed Arthur's shoulder and said, "You are the rightful king of England." Merlin appeared and showed Arthur Camelot and said, "You'll rule England here."
Well done, Charlie. Charlie, don't run away. Ask Stephen to present the prize.
Those are there. Charlie, well done. Excellent.
Well done, Charlie. An excellent poem and very, very well read, and congratulations.
And now we've got Megan, who's going to read to us.
Many moons ago, after a long battle, the Duke of Cornwall lay slain, while the victor King Uther Pendragon wed the Duke's wife, Lady Igraine. Soon after they wed, she gave birth to a boy, but sadly, Lady Igraine died. Yet King Uther sent him away to Merlin, obviously not full of fatherly pride. Merlin took the young boy to Sir Ector, where he grew up as Sir Ector's son, oblivious to the deed that had been done. When the father of the boy, who was christened Arthur, suddenly passed away, his land was left without a ruler, and the occupants left to do what they may. Abruptly, a sword and a stone appeared, but its rival was surprising, so by some it was slightly feared. Whoever pulled the sword out was to be crowned king of all the land. Many knights tried, but it could not be moved, even by the strongest in hand. Then Sir Ector, his son, came, and Arthur went to joust, but Sir Ector forgot his sword, so Arthur went to where the mighty sword in the stone was moored. Arthur succeeded to pull it out, becoming the king in one swift fall. Then Merlin took him back to Camelot, where he began to rule.
Excellent, and again, well read, Megan, and a little something for coming first. Well done.
I don't know, is someone going to pull the sword out of the stone?
Charlie,
Megan,
Megan,
if you want a real knight, then are we going to have this
Be the hero.
sword taken out of the stone?
Should we have a countdown?
Yeah, countdown. Yeah. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Whilst the rain has paused, I suggest we get on with our celebrations.
And thank you, Stephen Metcalfe, our Member of Parliament for East Thurrock, and thank you, our Horndon councillors Susan and Brian Little, for your kind words. This year, we will take a peek inside the Wool Market, a place we have not filmed in before. Horndon-on-the-Hill is twinned with Romagna in France, and here is the twinning oath. Here is a small stained glass picture of the church. And another picture of the church. This time, I think that it is patchwork. The floor downstairs, here in the Wool Market, is of a checkerboard pattern laid in a modern material. I'm just a little surprised, as I imagined this inside space would have had some 16th century period features, just as the outside does. Nevertheless, there are ceiling and wall beams that really do show their age, and with just a little imagination you can see those old traders trying to get the best price for their cheeses and fleeces. Upstairs there are 6 or 7 craftspeople, ranging from Tunbridge ware to lace making, with marquetry and some fine art in between. Out of the Wool Market now and into the church, where some people can rest their weary bodies and be entertained or just partake of some refreshment. Out from the church and along this very narrow road and into the village. There is the village butcher's and the Bell Public House. More attractions behind the Swan pub, including a bouncy castle and a polka crematorium, or pig roasting. I wonder why these chimney pots are so high. Outside the Swan, a crowd has gathered to watch the students from Gable Hall School. Down a side turning from the main road, there are a few vintage vehicles on show, complete with an excellent English gentleman owner. Let's take a walk along the main road and check out all the stalls. We keep going backwards and forwards. Where are you going now? Okay, you can walk.
Well, you hadn't told us to.
Oh no. Walk like Thomas Land. You've been moved well down the high street, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been up there.
I've got to go back along the road now because I must have a sit down.
This is my
Next year is the big one. What did Stephen Metcalfe say it was? 800 years, the same as the Magna Carta. See you there.